The woman sentenced for killing her boyfriend after zipping him in a suitcase still claims she's the victim. This is Sara Boone, and this was George Torres Jr. So in February of 2020, these two were drinking, having a night together. They decided to play a game of hide and seek. Part of that game developed into, let's get in a suitcase, zip it up and see if we can get out. So George gets in first. He's all the way zipped up, but then things took a really eerie turn. So Sara started recording the event, and these tapes were played in her trial. You can hear her taunting George. He's saying from inside the suitcase, "Babe, I can't breathe, let me out, there's movement." And she says, "That's what it felt like when you cheated on me. I couldn't breathe." She taunts him a bit more, and then she just goes upstairs and goes to sleep. Now she says because two of his fingers were sticking out that she thought that he would be able to get himself out. He did not get himself out, and when she went down the next morning, he had passed. More and more of those videos that were played in the trial showed George pleading and pleading to be let out, and this lasted for quite a while she just laughed and taunted him. You can even see her like pushing the suitcase around, and she said when she was in trial that she wanted him to see how it felt so that he could progress and be a better person when he got out. Now, this past Monday, she was sentenced to life in prison, and when she made her statement, it was shocking. So she blamed the scoundrel detectives and the prosecutors and media for portraying her in a bad light. She compared herself to a piece of ceramic that becomes more beautiful when it cracks and is repaired. She went on to forgive Torres for every time he slapped, pulled, pushed, dragged, and humiliated her. Then she forgave his family for turning a blind eye. As for the media who made her look so bad, she said there was blank all over their hands and keyboard. Then she forgave herself for not escaping abusive situation permanently, and she labeled herself a survivor. She said, "I forgive myself for falling in love with a monster." So as someone who has dealt with DV in previous relationships myself, I understand how these things can alter you for the rest of your life. I want to see what comments say about this. I personally would never consider taking somebody's life. One, because I'm not going to damn jail for anybody. And two, because unless like you force me like it's my life or yours and you're doing that kind of thing, like I ain't doing it. But I need to hear comments.